The Young and the Restless spoilers. Welcome back to our channel, Genoa City Gossip Squad. Today is a beautiful day, but the skies over our favorite soap town are looking incredibly dark and stormy right now. Grab your coffee and settle in, because we need to unpack the absolute madness that just went down. I cannot believe they did that. I am literally sitting here at 2 a.m., vibrating with rage and shock, frantically typing this out because what in the actual world did I just watch? I need to get this out of my system before I explode. Victoria Newman and Kyle Abbott caught in the act by Claire, and then the slap. I am losing my mind over here. We all knew this forbidden romance was brewing. We all saw the sparks and the trauma bonding, but I never in a million years thought the writers would actually pull the trigger this fast and in the most devastating way possible, because let's just set the scene for a second. We have Claire, sweet, traumatized Claire, who has finally found a slice of happiness. She is out on a date with Holden, and can we talk about Holden for a second? He is Malcolm's newly discovered son. He is dealing with his own massive family drama, and he just wants to have a nice, normal evening with a girl he really likes. They are cute together. They are innocent. They are literally just minding their own business, probably heading to the GCAC for a nice dinner or some drinks, trying to escape the heavy Winters and Newman family baggage for just one night. But no, because this is Genoa City, and nobody is allowed to have a peaceful date. They walk into the hotel lobby or wherever they were, and what do they see? Victoria and Kyle making out passionately, like aggressively swapping spit and practically tearing each other's clothes off while waiting for the elevator to go up to a hotel room. I screamed at my television. I literally yelled out loud. Kyle Abbott, who is Claire's very recent ex-boyfriend, and Victoria Newman, who is Claire's mother. I mean, the sheer grossness of this visual is off the charts. Am I the only one who feels physically ill thinking about a mother making out with her daughter's ex-boyfriend in a public hotel lobby? Victoria is the CEO of a major corporation. She is a Newman. She constantly walks around with her nose in the air, judging everyone else for their messy lives. She judges Nick for his issues. She judges Adam for breathing. She judges Phyllis for being Phyllis. And yet here she is, acting like a reckless teenager with a guy who is barely older than her own daughter. So, of course, Claire loses her absolute mind. And honestly, who wouldn't? You walk in and see your mother devouring the guy you used to date. Claire completely freaks out. She starts screaming. She causes a massive scene. She is demanding answers. She is crying. She is trying to physically and verbally stop this twisted romance from happening right in front of her eyes. It was a total public meltdown, and I felt every single ounce of her pain. And how does Victoria react? Does she look ashamed? Does she apologize? Does she realize the immense psychological damage she is inflicting on her daughter? No. Victoria has the absolute audacity to tell Claire to be quiet. She tells her to keep her voice down and stop making a scene. The gaslighting, the sheer entitlement. Victoria gets caught doing the most betraying, disgusting thing a mother could do, and her first instinct is to manage her PR and tell her victimized daughter to shut up. But Claire is not having it. She refuses to calm down. She is hysterical, pouring her heart out, screaming about the betrayal. And then it happens. The slap. I literally gasped so hard I choked on my own breath. Victoria Newman hauled off and slapped her own daughter across the face. A loud echoing vicious slap. I could not believe my eyes. I've been watching this show since 2015, and I have seen a lot of crazy physical altercations. I've seen Phyllis run people over. I've seen Victor punch people. But this slap, this felt so deeply personal and so incredibly toxic. Because let's really think about Claire's history for a second. Wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me just process the psychology here. Claire was stolen as a baby. She was raised by the psychotic Aunt Jordan. She was brainwashed, abused, manipulated, and taught that the Newmans were evil monsters who didn't love her. It took a year of intense therapy, tears, and Victoria fighting tooth and nail to prove to Claire that she was a good mother. Victoria promised Claire that she would always protect her. She promised her a safe, loving family. And the second Claire acts out because she is rightfully traumatized by seeing her mom with her ex, Victoria, resorts to physical violence. She slaps the abuse victim. It is so incredibly vile. Victoria just proved Aunt Jordan right. In that one split second, with that one slap, Victoria confirmed every single dark, twisted fear that Claire had about the Newman family being toxic and destructive. So Claire touches her cheek, looks at the woman she fought so hard to call Mom, and her eyes just go dead. The shift in her expression gave me absolute chills. Claire looks at Victoria and vows revenge. She tells her that she is no longer her daughter. The mother-daughter relationship is completely 100% severed. And she did it all over Kyle Abbott. I'm sorry, but Kyle Abbott? Kyle, this is the guy you blow up your family for, Victoria? Let's talk about Kyle for a minute because I am so sick of him. Kyle is a menace. He bounces from woman to woman, leaving a trail of destruction. Summer, Lola, Tara, Claire, and now Victoria. He has massive daddy issues with Jack. He has massive authority issues with Victor. He is currently in a secret pact with Psycho Patty Williams to destroy Victor. Kyle is using Victoria. He is trauma bonding with her because he almost lost his parents, but he is also using her to get back at the Newmans and the Abbotts. He does not love Victoria. And Victoria is completely delusional if she thinks this is a grand romance. She is stressed out. Her dad is plotting. Her mom, Nikki, just got her bandages off and is dealing with potential blindness. Her brother Nick is currently hitting rock bottom in a dingy motel doing fentanyl with a random addict named Marie. Victoria's entire family is falling apart, so she is using Kyle as a toxic escape. But to sacrifice your newly recovered daughter for a hotel hookup with a guy who used to kiss that same daughter, it is unforgivable. And poor Holden. Can we just take a moment of silence for Holden Novak? The guy just found out Malcolm Winters is his dad, and Stephanie Simmons lied to him his whole life. He is already going through an emotional meat grinder. He takes Claire out on a date to just chill, and suddenly he is standing in the middle of a Newman family nuclear explosion. Welcome to Genoa City, Holden. I hope you brought a helmet, buddy, because this town takes no prisoners. He just stood there watching his date get slapped by the CEO of Newman Enterprises. What is he even supposed to do in that situation? Okay, back to the point. What is Victor Newman going to do when he finds out about this? Because you know he is going to find out. Victor already despises Kyle. He hates the Abbotts with a burning passion. He hates that Kyle was dating his granddaughter Claire. Now, when Victor finds out that Kyle is sleeping with his golden child Victoria, and that this affair caused Victoria to physically strike Claire and sever their relationship. Victor's mustache is going to twitch so hard it might detach from his face. Victor is going to go absolute scorched earth. He will literally try to have Kyle ruined, arrested, or worse. And Jack, oh my gosh, Jack Abbott is already dealing with Diane's PTSD from Dr. Markham and Patty Williams, blackmailing him for sex. When Jack finds out his son is sleeping with Victor's daughter and causing physical brawls in hotel lobbies, the Abbott and Newman war is about to reach levels of toxicity we haven't seen since the 90s. I know some people are loving this. I see the forums. I see the group chats. People are saying, oh, this is classic soapy drama. This is what Y&R is all about. And yes, I get it. The drama is top tier. The acting in that scene was incredible. But personally, I am devastated. I loved Claire's redemption arc. I loved seeing Victoria finally be a warm maternal figure instead of a cold corporate robot. The writers, Giddens and O'Connor, just took a sledgehammer to a year of beautiful character development just for the shock value of a forbidden hookup. Remember when they tried this kind of incestuous family swapping before? Remember Phyllis sleeping with Billy when Billy was tied to Victoria and Summer had a crush on him? Or when Victor kissed Sharon? The show loves to pass these men around the family tree, but it never ends well. It always leaves permanent scars on the characters. And didn't work then either. It just makes everyone look gross and irredeemable. So what happens now? Claire vowed revenge, and I am honestly here for dark Claire. She spent months playing the sweet, innocent, traumatized victim who just wanted to bake cookies and be part of the family. But she has Aunt Jordan's blood in her veins. She was trained by a master manipulator. If Claire decides to go rogue and take down Victoria and Kyle, she is going to be terrifying. Will she team up with Victor? Victor loves Claire, and he loves punishing his children when they disappoint him. I could totally see Victor taking Claire under his wing, grooming her to take over Newman Enterprises, and helping her completely destroy Victoria's corporate career. Or will Claire go darker? Will she sabotage Kyle's life? Will she team up with Audra or Sally to ruin them? I am predicting that Claire is going to move out of the tack house immediately. She will probably lean heavily on Holden, which will drag the Winters family into this mess. Imagine Devon and Lily having to deal with Newman crossfire because Holden is dating a vengeful Claire. And what about Summer? Summer is Kyle's ex-wife, Harrison's mother, and Claire's cousin. When Summer finds out her aunt is sleeping with her ex-husband, the Thanksgiving dinners at the Newman Ranch are going to require armed guards. I just can't get over the slap. I really can't. You don't hit your kids, especially not the kid who was literally tortured for 20 years by a psycho kidnapper. Victoria has lost the moral high ground forever. She can never again lecture Nick about his drug use or Adam about his shady deals with Riza in Vegas. Victoria is officially the messiest Newman sibling right now, and that is saying a lot considering Nick is currently hallucinating Matt Clark in a motel room. I am going to be glued to my screen for the next episode. I need to see the fallout. I need to see Victoria's walk of shame. I need to see Claire packing her bags and plotting her villain era. I kind of hope she destroys them both. Am I a bad person for wanting Claire to absolutely ruin her mother's life? Because right now, Victoria deserves it. She threw her daughter away for a cheap thrill with an Abbott. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Are you Team Claire or Team Victoria? Because if you're Team Victoria, we need to have a serious talk. I am exhausted. My heart is racing, and I need to go to sleep, but I know I'm just going to be dreaming about Claire's revenge plot. Until next time, stay restless, my friends.